You are standing on the edge of a vast, high-stakes professional battlefield, your heart hammering against your ribs like a trapped, frantic beast. The silence of the boardroom is suffocating, a vacuum waiting for a leader to fill it with undeniable conviction and a sovereign, masculine, and very powerful authority. But deep inside, you feel strangely empty, a hollow vessel drained of its vital, creative, and most essential masculine fire today. You look into the mirror and see a man who is surviving, but not thriving. A shadow of the titan you are always biologically and spiritually destined to become in life. The terrifying truth is that you have been bankrupting your internal bank account, leaking the very currency required to command absolute respect from the world. Your competitors are not necessarily smarter than you. They are simply more contained, holding the internal lightning that you have foolishly allowed to strike. This is the biological secret of the world's most elite performers. The inner CEO protocol that turns a distracted man into a focused, high-value operator. Semen retention is not just a practice of abstinence. It is a strategic management of your most potent, creative, and life-giving internal resources. When you choose to retain, you are essentially initiating a hostile takeover of your own primitive impulses and your distracted, modern, and very low-level mind. You are deciding that your future empire is worth more than a few seconds of hollow, digital, and eventually very regrettable physical release. As the days of retention accumulate, your brain begins to rewire itself, shifting from a state of constant dopamine seeking to one of deep executive focus. Your prefrontal cortex, the seat of the inner CEO, begins to thicken, allowing you to make complex, high-pressure decisions with a terrifying, surgical clarity. You start to notice that your drive is no longer a flickering candle, but a roaring furnace that demands you move toward your highest professional goals. The lethargy that once defined your afternoons vanishes, replaced by a steady, radiating energy that makes the 8-hour workday feel like a short, easy warm-up. In meetings, your presence begins to take on a gravitational weight, a density of character that forces others to stop talking and truly listen to you. You are no longer searching for the right words. The words find you, backed by the resonance of a man who is full. This is the CEO aura, a biological signal of genetic fitness and internal discipline that the modern, hyper-competitive market responds to with a deep, instinctive respect. You are broadcasting a frequency of success, a chemical signature that tells the world you are a man who can truly lead. Your decision-making becomes ruthless in its efficiency, as you are no longer clouded by the brain fog that follows a frequent and very draining energy leak. You see the board with total clarity, anticipating moves months in advance, while your competitors are still struggling to find their morning coffee. The discipline required for retention bleeds into every other area of your life, turning your daily routine into a masterclass of high-performance habits and deep work. You wake up before the sun, fueled by an internal fire that makes the cold morning air feel like an invitation to greatness. You find yourself naturally gravitating toward high-stakes challenges that you previously avoided, as your threshold for risk and your capacity for stress both significantly expand. You are becoming anti-fragile, a man who grows stronger under pressure and more focused in the middle of a chaotic, crashing market. This internal fullness creates a buffer against the anxiety and the self-doubt that plague the average modern man in his pursuit of worldly, high-level success. You are rooted in your own biological power, a mountain of masculine intent that cannot be moved by the opinions of others. Your drive is now a physical sensation, a pressure in your chest that compels you to execute your vision with a speed that leaves others feeling dizzy. You are no longer talking about your dreams. You are building them, brick by brick, with the raw materials of your own. The inner CEO does not seek validation. He creates value, and in doing so, he becomes the most valuable asset in any room he chooses to enter. Your self-worth is no longer tied to external metrics, but to the internal reality of your own long-term, and very difficult self-mastery. As you reach the upper echelons of retention, your intuition becomes a razor-sharp tool, allowing you to sense opportunities and threats before they ever manifest in reality. You are plugged into a deeper source of intelligence, a biological connection to the infinite potential of the human masculine soul. The transition from a consumer to a creator is finalized in the heat of your rising internal fire, turning your life into a masterpiece of focused intent. You realize that the energy you were once throwing away is the same energy that builds empires, changes histories, and defines great. Your peers will begin to ask what has changed, sensing a shift in your vibration that they cannot quite explain with their limited physical and tired minds. You will simply smile, knowing that you have unlocked a secret of the ages, a power that the modern world has forgotten. This is the true ROI of retention, the return on investment of your own vital fluids into the growth of your mind, your body, and your professional legacy. You are no longer trading your life for cheap thrills. You are investing it into a future that will echo through time. The emotional weight of your transformation will often hit you in the quiet hours of the night as you realize how far you have truly come. You feel a deep, soulful pride in the man you see in the mirror, a man who has finally taken the throne. But with this power comes a suspenseful burden, a realization that the eyes of the world are now upon you, watching to see how you lead. You are no longer allowed to be average. Your potential demands that you remain at the peak of your own holy and high-level performance. The fear of relapse becomes a productive tension, a reminder that your throne is built on the foundation of your continued, unyielding, and very powerful masculine discipline today. One slip could return you to the shadows, a thought that keeps you sharp, vigilant, and eternally focused on the goal. You start to see your life as a series of strategic moves, a grand game where you are the master player and the energy is your primary resource. Every day is a battle to stay retained, a war for the sovereignty of your own mind against a world that wants you weak. Your presence becomes a sanctuary for those who seek leadership and a warning to those who seek to undermine your vision or your growing empire. You move through the world with a quiet, lethal confidence, a man who knows exactly what he's worth and what he. The suspense of your ultimate destiny begins to feel like a tangible, heavy, and golden mist, a future that is waiting for you to claim it. You are standing on the threshold of greatness, and the only thing standing between you and the stars is your own continued holy. Tears of a strange, powerful joy may sting your eyes as you realize that the man you used to be is finally and very truly dead and gone. You have been reborn in the fire of retention, and the world you see now is one of infinite color, infinite possibility, and power. The secret of the inner CEO is that he never stops growing, never stops refining his vessel, and never, ever lets the internal fire go out. You are a legend in the making, a titan of the modern age, and the master of your own unyielding and very powerful masculine soul. The screen of your old life is fading to black, but the vibration of your power remains, a steady hum that will echo through the halls of history. You are ready to face whatever comes next with the heart of a lion and the mind of a sovereign, high-level god. The journey into peak performance has no end. It is a continuous expansion of your capacity for energy, focus, and a deep, soulful, and lasting masculine peace. You are the retained man, the CEO of your own destiny, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally learned. The final silence of the script is the silence of a man who has finally found his true home, the place of power within his own holy heart. You are the master of the seed, the captain of the focus, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally learned how to fly.